The Quebec Environment Department has confirmed that the source of the nickel dust reported by residents of the Limoilou neighbourhood in Quebec City, it's coming from the stevedoring company Arrimage Québec, which on and offloads nickel concentrate, part of its operations in the Port of Quebec. The department issued the results of its analysis yesterday, pointed the finger in only one direction, and it's now summoned the company to prepare an action plan to deal with the problem by May the 3rd. Limoilou resident Véronique Lalande was the first to signal the problem last fall. She's now the spokesperson for a group that's called the Citizens Initiative Organization, and she's live on the line with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Madame Lalande, are you satisfied with what the Environment Department is saying? Does it answer your questions about what the source of this dust was?
About the source, yes. Even though we knew it from the beginning because we did the same analysis as the ministry. But the fact that it came from an outside and a credible authority in our community to say that they did the same analysis as we did, and yes, it all pointed to the port, and that finally we can prove that we have two events, and that yes, today I don't think that nobody will ever go back in time and says, oh, maybe the port doesn't have impact on this community. I think that from today, the port has impact on the community, on the environment, and it's more than time that we take a close look at it.
The report focuses on Limoilou and that neighbourhood. There are other residents, though, in other neighbourhoods, like the Cap Blanc area, who've also complained. Do you think a broader analysis is needed?
Of course, and that's what we've been saying from the start. The situation was found in Limoilou because the 3 stations are in Limoilou. If we would have stations all over the territory, and particularly in Lévis, citizens ask for a station for air quality in Lévis for years. And if we have those kind of stations, but also other analyses like dirt analysis, we see really soil analysis, then we will find that the problem is not only in Limoilou, but if you take the port and you put it in the center, and then you look with the wind, then you will see where the situation, up to which extent the situation goes.
Both the port and the company in question, Arrimage Québec, have already announced the measures they plan to take, and which they say will deal with the problem. Does that satisfy you?
No, it doesn't. And it should not satisfy anybody. What we're asking is not that they respond to an incident and they say, we've put millions and we've done stuff and we've done stuff. They can say pretty much whatever they want. And I think that today people realize that, can we trust them? They're the same people who were saying last week it's practically impossible that the nickel come from our operation. They're the people who've been saying for years, we really would be very surprised if dust coming from the port would go as high as Lévis or other stations. And now now we have proof that yes, it does. And so what we've been asking all along to the Port of Quebec is to have, not to act on small part and to say we do that, but then present a global plan on how they will manage. And those kind of plans respond to ISO norms. So you cannot just say whatever you want. You have to put in place a system to manage the impact of your activities on the environment and on the community, and this plan should be public. It's not normal that I could have access to this kind of plan in Australia and in the United Kingdom, and that I cannot have access to that plan for the port that is 3 kilometers from my house because that plan just doesn't exist.
The mayor told media yesterday that we're times have changed, that we have norms in 2013 that didn't exist in years gone by, and people are at a point where they don't accept dust falling on their homes with no explanation and with no controls. Do you think there's willingness on the part of the municipal government too to see that those norms are enforced and that the surveillance is there?
I do hope that because. From the city, we've asked for a meeting for months now, all the citizens, and we've never even have a retour d'appel. So I want to believe in my mayor, but yesterday he says at the municipal council that he wants to take his distance from me because he feels that I want to put it on the political level, which we are a group. I'm not alone. We are hundreds of people concerned, and we just want to meet our mayor to say, what is it to live? It's not normal. If he has to take good decision, it's not normal that he doesn't meet with the citizen who live the situation every day.
What will your organization be doing to monitor over the long term the operations and the potential impact on health?
Well, we do believe that we will do what we could, but that's why we've been saying from the start that we want to force the port to accept that he has to follow the law and the regulation of the territory because of the jurisdiction problem that they say that the law doesn't apply to them because they're federal, and then the federal tells us, no, you have access because the air quality is the responsibility of the province. And so we want to end that situation so that the ministry and the public health department can do their job. So first, what we've been asking to the port is to put in place a system, but also to recognize that the law and regulation of the territory also apply to him.
We appreciate your time this morning. Thank you again for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Véronique Lalande lives in the Limoilou neighbourhood of Quebec City. She's the spokesperson for a citizens organization called l'Initiative Citoyenne du Vigilance du Port de Québec. And she, as you well know if you've been listening to the program over the last weeks and months, was one of the first to raise the alarms over that red dust that was falling on her balcony and others in the Limoilou neighbourhood in Quebec City. And the source of that nickel dust is now official. The Quebec Environment Department yesterday confirming the source as the Port of Quebec and the stevedoring company Arrimage Québec.